It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Houston Texans. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a man who played high school ball here in LaGrange, Texas, J.K. Dobbins, to about the 40-yard line. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top-5 passing offense in this one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I will see Northern trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, so long as the punter, Riley Dixon. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Rodgers changing the play, it appears.
Hey, 88, back north.
Now Rodgers on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Hey, blue. Field, black. Green jack.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Carter straight ahead. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Texans are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate. They always tough to NFL.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Come on, set. Ready?
They'll look to throw now on first down. This short throw caught by Goddard. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
This defense for the Vikings, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? He barely got the first down, but he got it.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Blue striker. Black shot. Blue, go. Red, cycle.
Second and 11. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Rodgers. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Play after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he returns this to the 22.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now a deep one for Johnston.
Oh, wide open, complete.
Quentin Johnston,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Jamal Agnew. He will score. Touchdown, Texans. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a throw here, Holt. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
So an early challenge, and you know that those coaches hate to use those red flags too early, but this one turns out to be successful.
Out of the gun now on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Let's go now. Ready.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a...
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to Big Way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Back north.
And Jones will go in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
10 more there and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they move the ball with relative ease.
Watch out now. 50 fury.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He's got his run back out of the backfield. And they were able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Down. Strike. Strike. Black swap. Ready. Ready.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check.
The 1-yard line.
Smith, red.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Texans 41, Vikings 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Finds Johnston.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Carter will try the right side.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they're trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers.
That's complete to his running back, Carter.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away.
Deontay Hardy back deep.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit. Maybe there's...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Texans 28, Vikings 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Minnesota. 76 yards.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Vikings 14. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready?
2nd and 10.
Zoom black. Slide through.
They're going to look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Hard throw,
might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. 13 yards the tally on the return there.
And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. 2nd and 6. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They'll try and run the option.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this Texans defense stands tall.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Rodgers.
This is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Cooper Kupp
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Second half starts with a run by Carter. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Michael Carter, 71 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Texans 49, Vikings 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. He'll drop to throw. Complete to Johnston here. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
Quentin Johnston. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Top low 18. Count 19. Count 19.
Back to throw here. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. from 10 yards out. And the Vikings are able to claw one back. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A give up the middle to Carter. Sam Williams bringing him down that time.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
At the Vikings 48-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. This short throw caught by Goddard. Wiggles free. And he's got this down to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 97 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
2nd and a couple. Up the middle, Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop him for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that, because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap up.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
They'll look to throw here. He gets it to Johnston. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Three quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Quentin Johnston, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
And the Vikings first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Quentin Johnston, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
On first down, right back to Carter. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10. At the 47-yard
They'll go again with Carter. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on third down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A give, Carter running right. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now he'll try to run with this.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
On 2nd down, a run, and this is a reverse here. And that one going to be slowed up before it can really get going. Good work defensively to read the trickery and make the stop.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Ready.
Shotgun snap and a give to Carter.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.